Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Haar, the Associate Professor of Saxophone and Director of Jazz Studies at the Glencorf School of Music at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Okay, so my favorite thing about the saxophone is all the beautiful tone colors that you can produce on it. The saxophone, to me, is one of the greatest instruments ever because of the variety of tone color you can create. So this little exercise is going to help you improve your tone no matter what style of music you play. But I got to warn you about something. Once I tell you the subject matter of how we're going to improve your tone, most of you are going to try to shut off this YouTube video. And I don't want you to do that because I'm going to explain myself. But it's breaking the number one rule of woodwind performance. Okay, here it comes. I'm going to teach you how to puff your cheeks. Wait. Move that cursor away from that X. That's it. Back away. Okay, just hear me out. Why is puffing your cheeks so bad? Why do so many teachers get upset about it? Well, because it produces a bad sound. It produces improper embouchure technique. Okay, how? I never get an answer. Well, because it produces improper embouchure technique and it produces a poor sound. Okay, but how? Am I going to advocate you playing from now on with the puffed cheeks? No. But we can use this technique that is so scary to so many people to improve our tone. How? By getting rid of the unnecessary tension in our face. Okay, we all know that to play the saxophone, there needs to be a certain amount of force applied by the embouchure. There needs to be a certain amount of force applied through blowing through the instrument. We know this, but we can do too much of something and then it can be detrimental to our performance. Okay, now first of all, I want you to know there are a variety of different ways that you can produce sounds on the saxophone. Some embouchure and facial concepts deal with a very firm, tight, round embouchure. That's great. If that works for you, fantastic. Other concepts of saxophone performance deal with a more natural embouchure that doesn't deal with as much tension or force. If that happens to be what I teach. Whatever you use, this technique can help you get rid of excess or unnecessary tension in the face and produce a better, fuller sound. Okay? One thing is universal, whether it be saxophone playing, trumpet playing, flute playing, percussion, basketball, rock throwing, and that is there's an efficient physical way to do it. And then once you achieve that physical way of efficiency, anything that goes further is going to go counterproductive. You know, an object in motion remains in motion until acted upon an equal or greater substance. Remember that? Physics class. Okay, so for example, here's a pen. I'm picking up the pen. I'm holding the pen. I can also hold the pen like that. That's really all I need to do. This is cool. It's kind of tiring, but that's really all I need to do. Okay, so how are we going to be able to create a sound with puffing our cheeks? Well, the problem people have with puffing the cheeks has to do with airspeed. Most of the time when people puff their cheeks, they diffuse the air and the quality of airspeed decreases. So, and here's what you get. But it is possible because the saxophone mouthpiece has got this little tiny opening. There's no way all of our air is going to go through the instrument like that. Boy, that would be a really difficult thing to try to create an embouchure or a blowing concept if that happened. Okay, so we kind of have our own built-in little regulator here. So, does this sound bad? I think it sounds pretty good, if I do say so myself. All right, so how can I produce a sound with my cheeks puffed? It's because I'm maintaining the same airspeed. So I can puff my cheeks as a way of getting rid of the tension in my face while maintaining the airspeed And then using my ear, I can unpuff the cheeks, trying to maintain the quality of sound and rid myself of the tension in my face, which will then lead to the tension in the throat and the tongue and all that. So here is what it sounds like if I puff my cheeks but don't maintain the airspeed. Okay, we've all heard that before. Okay, so here's a way that we can puff our cheeks. But before we do, why? Again, it's about getting rid of the tension. So try this without the instrument. Put your finger on your face and puff your cheeks so both cheeks are fully inflated. Now, do that and tense your face without deflating the cheeks. Pretty much the only thing you can do is move your eyebrows. And that has nothing to do with the saxophone tone production. So watch. So, I know what some of you critics are saying. This won't work. Well, I've already proven that it does. And if you don't take my word for it, there's a guy that you should probably know. You jazz fans probably remember a guy by the name of Dizzy Gillespie. Dizzy Gillespie was a household name. In fact, he was a candidate for president at one point in time, a writing candidate. And he was infamous for puffing his cheeks. And he could play the trumpet really well, really high, really technical. Why? Because he was maintaining his airspeed and it didn't affect the buzzing of the lips. So, we can do an exercise where we play a single note loud with our cheeks puffed, and then using our ear as the guide, we want to maintain the tone quality and decrease the puff without losing the airspeed. So like this. Now you can see I can do a bunch of different things. What this will do, again, you have to use the ear. If you can use the ear as a way to guide the evenness of the sound, it's going to bypass the brain and it's going to get all of the muscles that need to move and not move working without thinking about them. Try it. It might make your sound a lot better.